Jain friends, first of all, you all welcome in my first session of your class. Dear friends, as today I am going to start your first class of the geometry part, your chapter 5, which is introduction of Euclid's geometry. Okay friends, of class 9th, class 9th mathematics, chapter 5, which is we are going to discuss today. In this we are going to study introduction of Euclid's geometry. Introduction of Euclid's geometry. This we are going to discuss. Right friends? So as in this chapter, dear friends, as you all are new, to you all, let me introduce first of all myself to you. As you know, I am Suresh Vishwakarma, going to teach you the mathematics. Half part sir will have to take, and half part I am going to take of your textbook. Right? As sir has started your chapter 2nd and 1st, today I am starting with this chapter 5. Before that, as your session is started, I was taking the old session of class 10th, as they are preparing for the board exam. As you all well aware with this, that they are mass promoted and they came in their 11th class. राइट सो मैं अभी तक आपका क्लास नहीं ले सका था और आज से आपकी क्लास को स्टार्ट करता हूँ. किसी दिन हम लोग जूम क्लास पे अपना और आप सबका इंट्रोडक्शन लेंगे. वी विल कीप यू दैट, हम एक शेड्यूल करेंगे और उस दिन आपका इंट्रोडक्शन लेंगे. ओके फ्रेंड्स, सो एज इन दिस चैप्टर वी आर गोइंग टू लर्न दैट ज्योमेट्री पार्ट ऑफ दिस your textbook. Means it is the first step of geometry part of your textbook. या फिर आप ऐसा कह लीजिए कि ये आपका पहला चैप्टर है जिसमें ज्योमेट्री हम स्टार्ट करने जा रहे हैं. एंड मोस्टली द अरिथमेटिक पार्ट सर इज गोइंग टू टेक. एज यू नो, दिस इज द इंट्रोडक्शन ऑफ यूक्लिड्स ज्योमेट्री. मीन्स अब तक जो आपने ज्योमेट्री पार्ट में पढ़ा है, दोज एवरीथिंग वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस हियर इन दिस introduction to Euclid's geometry. But the name is came Euclid's geometry. It means Euclid is a great mathematician belonging to the Greece country. ये बहुत ही फेमस, बहुत ही renowned, famous mathematician थे. As you know that पहले के जो साइंटिस्ट और मैथमेटिशियन होते थे, उनको in old days they were thinking that they are useless person. but ये मैथमेटिशियन और साइंटिस्ट लोग, हमें आज उनकी वैल्यू समझ में आती है, that they have given us two beneficial and lots of knowledge, जिसको आज हम अपने एजुकेशनल सिस्टम में अडॉप्ट करते हैं. राइट? सो बिफोर स्टार्टिंग दिस चैप्टर, फर्स्ट ऑफ all of you keep with you your textbook, your notebook and highlighter pen, so that we can start your textbook. Okay? तो सभी लोग, सबसे पहले आप लोग क्या करोगे, अपना टेक्स्ट बुक आपके पास रखो, हाइलाइटर पेन साथ में रखो और नोटबुक साथ में रखो. ठीक है? सो दैट वी कैन स्टार्ट योर सिलेबस. जस्ट सी in the introduction part, as the word geometry is This word geometry is made from two words. First, geo plus metry. इस वर्ड का मीनिंग क्या बताया गया? दिस इज अर्थ. द मीनिंग ऑफ द वर्ड जियो इज अर्थ एंड द मीनिंग ऑफ द वर्ड metry is, you just see your textbook में ध्यान से देखते रहो, because these parts what we are going to discuss ये सभी आपके textbook से belong करेंगे, right? And the word metry means metren, meaning its meaning is metren, and the meaning of this is to measure. इसका मीनिंग क्या होता है? मेजर करना, टू मेजर. इट मीन्स द वर्ड ज्योमेट्री हैज द मीनिंग टू मेजर द अर्थ और टू मेजर द लैंड. इट मीन्स इस ब्रांच ऑफ दिस ज्योमेट्री इज अ ब्रांच ऑफ मैथमेटिक्स इज डेवलप्ड फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल टू मेजर द अर्थ. किसके लिए इसका डेवलपमेंट किया गया? अर्थ को मेजर करने के लिए. बिकॉज इन वेरी अर्ली डेज इट वॉज वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू सेपरेट दियर लैंड्स. मीन्स लैंड्स को मेजर करना ये उनके लिए बहुत ही डिफिकल्ट होता था. सो दैट इफ दे रिक्वायर्ड, ऐसा इनको रिक्वायर्ड लगा, देन दे हैव डेवलप्ड दिस ज्योमेट्री पार्ट ऑफ मैथमेटिक्स विच मीन्स टू मेजर द लैंड आर टू मेजर द अर्थ. राइट फ्रेंड्स? सो आई थिंक यू ऑल गेट द मीनिंग ऑफ ज्योमेट्री. ज्योमेट्री का मीनिंग आपको क्लियर समझ में आ गया होगा. एज इन योर फर्स्ट स्टैंजा इंट्रोडक्शन इट इज गिवन व्हाट द वर्ड ज्योमेट्री कम्स फ्रॉम द ग्रीक वर्ड जियो मीनिंग अर्थ एंड द मेट्रन मीनिंग मेजर. मीन्स ज्योमेट्री appears to have originated from the need of measuring land. As I told you that इसका ओरिजिनेटेड इसीलिए हुआ कि लैंड को मेज़र करना, लैंड को सेपरेट करना, लोगों को डिफरेंट पार्ट में डिवाइड करके देना. राइट? ओके. दिस ब्रांच ऑफ मैथमेटिक्स वाज स्टडीड इन वेरियस फॉर्म इन एवरी एंशिएंट सिविलाइजेशन, be it in Egypt, Babylonia, China, India, etc. Greece and Incas, etc. The people of these civilizations faced several practical problems which required to develop geometry in various phases. Okay friends, so why this branch of mathematics is developed? Because the people were facing problems to live here on the earth, so that they want to separate their land. That's why this branch of mathematics is developed. In few countries in which Greece is very important, Greece is very having because so many mathematicians was from this country, like Egypt, like Euclid'S, Pythagoras, Pluto, etc. These mathematicians were very great mathematicians. Okay, so dear friends, you just highlight those important words which I am writing on the board. Right? So what are the countries in which this branch of mathematics were developed? That is Egypt, Babylonia, China, Greece, Greek, India, etc. Right? Afterwards, you just see here it is given. We have to move on the page number 79. Page number 79 पे आते हैं. In this page number 79, you just see the second stanza, or you just see the just above the second stanza line. What are in the first stanza it is given, in the Indian subcontinent, the excavation of at Harappa and Mohenjo-daro, etc., shows the Indus Valley civilization made extensive use of geometry. So in India, where the extensive use of geometry was used, Indus Valley civilization. In our country, Indus Valley civilization were used extensively this geometrical part, and when they were used, 3000 before Christ, 3000 BC, means a very old civilization, and they know that what is the use of the symmetrical part. It means in our country बहुत पहले से ही ज्योमेट्री का यूज होता चला आया है. और यू कैन से नॉट ओनली ज्योमेट्री, मैथ्स का यूज अपनी कंट्री के लोग बहुत पहले से करते चले आए हैं. राइट, ओके. आफ्टर दैट it's given that the cities were highly developed of this valley, in where in Harappa and Mohenjo-daro. So in these cities, Harappa and Mohenjo-daro, they have used very extensively in the is the part of this symmetry. Why? Because the cities of these were highly developed. How they are highly developed? Because it is well planned. Their houses, their drainage system were very well planned. For example is given, the roads were parallel to each other. Roads वहाँ के parallels होते थे. After that, to each other, and there was an underground drainage system in very old civilization. So they have made a very well planned living system. Their roads were parallel. They have very good drainage system. The houses had many rooms of different types. This shows that the town dwellers were skilled in mensuration and practical arithmetics. The bricks which we are using to make our houses, there the bricks for construction were clean fired, and ratio of length, breadth and thickness was 4:2:1. There in those days the ratios of the brick, the sides ratios of the bricks, ratio of bricks were length, breadth and height, that is thickness, were 4:2:1. Means now उनकी जो ब्रिक्स होते थे जिससे वो घर को बनाते थे, घरों को बनाते थे, उनके रेशियोज लेंथ, ब्रेड्थ और हाइट के रेशियोज क्या होते थे? 4:2:1. राइट. Now let us move on the second stanza of your textbook. These things you just highlight with your highlighted pen. Right? Now, in ancient India, the Sulabh Sutras were manuals of geometrical construction. So, in geometrical construction, Sulabh Sutras were developed. Okay? The geometry of the Vedic period originated with the construction of altars, Vedis and fireplaces for performing Vedic rites. Right? Okay. The location of the sacred fire had been in accordance to the clearly laid down instructions about their shapes and areas. If they were being effective instruments, square, circular altars were used for household rituals. So dear friends, the things which is given in italic letter, you have to highlight it. Okay, the Sri Yantra given in the Atharvaved consists of 9 interwoven isosceles triangles, in which in Sri Yantra is given. These triangles are arranged in a such a way that they produces 43 subsidiary triangles. So dear friends, from Sri Yantra, the Sri Yantra given in Atharvaved consists of 9 interwoven isosceles triangles. These triangles are arranged in a such a way that they produce 43 subsidiary triangles. You have to highlight it. Okay. Though accurate geometric method were used for construction of ultras, the principles behind them were not discussed. The principles were not discussed, but they have taken the initiative part and they made few important figures. Okay, now you have to move on the last stanza of this page, where the figure of Thales is given. What is? A Greek mathematician, Thales, is credited. What was his credit? He is credited with giving the first known proof. ये जो Greek mathematician Thales was, he has given the first known proof of mathematics. This proof of the statement that its circle is bisected by a diameter. So here he has given that circle is bisected by a diameter. What he has given? Bisected by its diameter. One of Thales' most famous people was Pythagoras. Pythagoras was the famous student of the Thales. Right? These things you have to underline in your textbook so that you can learn it easily. Pythagoras and his discovered many geometric properties and developed the theory of geometry to a great extent. और आज हम पाइथागोरस के थ्योरम्स को एक वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट मैथमेटिक्स का एक इम्पॉर्टेंट पार्ट के रूप में पढ़ते हैं, और इन्होंने दिया पाइथागोरस थ्योरम. इन दिस यू हैव रेड अबाउट द राइट एंगल ट्रायंगल. राइट एंगल ट्रायंगल के विषय में पढ़ते हैं जो कि पाइथागोरस थ्योरम पे बेस्ड है. And he has given the square of hypotenuse is equals to the sum of the square of other two sides. इस पाइथागोरस थ्योरम को हम अपने हम क्लास 10th के चैप्टर ट्रायंगल में पढ़ेंगे, ज्योमेट्री में ही पढ़ेंगे. और कैसे प्रूव किया इन्होंने, कैसे बताया, those things were discussed very extensively there in that chapter. Right friends? Okay, now so what he is given, this Pythagoras is a very famous pupil of the mathematician Thales. Okay, now this process continues till 300 BC. At the time of Euclid, a teacher of mathematics in Alexandria in Egypt collected all known work and arranged in his famous treatise. So as 300 BC, Euclid's, he was a great teacher in Alexandria, which was situated in Egypt. They have collected so many proofs, so many mathematics, so many geometrical proofs, और उसको एक अरेंज फॉर्म में रिप्रेजेंट किया. ओके, नाउ यू जस्ट मूव ऑन द पेज, नेक्स्ट पेज नंबर 80. इन दिस दे हैव अरेंज्ड इन अ फेमस ट्रेटाइज कॉल्ड एलिमेंट्स. इसको क्या बोलते हैं? एलिमेंट्स. एंड ही डिवाइडेड द एलिमेंट्स इनटू 13 चैप्टर्स, ईच कॉल्ड अ बुक. और वो सभी 13 चैप्टर्स का नाम उन्होंने क्या रखा? Which was a book. These books influence the whole world understanding of geometry for generations to come. ये books geometry में एक important role play किया. Right? Okay. Now in this chapter we are going to start the Euclid's definitions, axioms and postulates. Euclid's definitions, axioms and postulates we are going to discuss. So first of all, you just open your textbook, you open your notebook and write down Euclid's definition first. What are the definitions they have given in the geometrical part? Those things we are going to discuss. Okay friends, so dear students, those first of all you all have subscribed this channel. What I said, first of all you all have subscribed this channel so that if I'll come to live or I have uploaded any new videos for you, so you will get notification and you can watch those videos in these days, right? So all of you must subscribe my channel, right? जिससे कि आपको नए वीडियोस मिलते रहेंगे, उसका नोटिफिकेशन मिलता रहेगा और आप उसको इजीली देख सकते हो, ठीक है? अदरवाइज़ आपको पता भी नहीं चलेगा कब मैंने कौन से नए वीडियोस, कौन से नए चैप्टर को एक्सप्लेन किया, सो यू विल नॉट गेट इट, ठीक है? सो नोटिफिकेशन फॉर गेटिंग notification of my new videos you need to subscribe. Just see the definition of Euclid's. Euclid's definition. Okay, in this the heading is given Euclid's definition, axioms and postulates. Okay, so we will discuss afterwards what are the axioms and postulates. First of all we are going to discuss the definition. So before starting the definitions, I am going to explain you the statement. What is statement in the geometrical part? स्टेटमेंट क्या होता है? स्टेटमेंट यू नो दैट अभी फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल यू जस्ट थिंक वेयर आर यू गेटिंग द वर्ड स्टेटमेंट. कभी आप देखते होंगे कि जब एक क्रिमिनल या फिर एक क्रिमिनल पकड़ा जाता है पुलिस के द्वारा, सो द पुलिस वर रिकॉर्डिंग देयर स्टेटमेंट. और वो स्टेटमेंट क्यों रिकॉर्ड किया जाता है? Because of those sentences spoke by that criminals were used, were processed, that the happening thing is true or false. Means statement is what? Statement is a sentence used to come on result that this incident is true or false. तो statement का use कब होता है? किसी भी सेंटेंस को प्रोसेस करने के बाद हम उस सेंटेंस का यूज़ या उस इंसिडेंट को ट्रू या फॉल्स प्रूव करने में यूज़ करते हैं. सो आई थिंक यू ऑल गेट द मीनिंग ऑफ द स्टेटमेंट. स्टेटमेंट का मीनिंग क्लियर हुआ होगा. अ स्टेटमेंट, अ सेंटेंस इज यूज्ड टू बी क्लैरिफाई दैट द इंसिडेंट इज ट्रू और फॉल्स. तो स्टेटमेंट का यूज़ कहाँ पे होता है? किसी भी इंसिडेंट को ट्रू या फॉल्स प्रूव करने में होता है, राइट? ओके, नाउ सी द डेफिनेशंस ऑफ यूक्लिड्स. गिवन दैट द ग्रीक मैथमेटिशियन यूक्लिड्स टाइम थॉट ऑफ ज्योमेट्री एज एन abstract model of world in which they lived. He had given that this geometry is an abstract model of world. Okay, the notion of points, line, plane and so on were derived from what was seen around them. So as in geometry you know that what is the point, what is the line, what is the plane, ये सभी बेसिक पॉइंट्स हैं ज्योमेट्री के और इसको आप ऑलरेडी अपने प्रीवियस क्लासेस में पढ़ चुके होंगे. बट इन सभी वर्ड्स का यूज़ कैसे किया इन लोगों ने? इन सभी वर्ड्स का यूज़ इन लोगों ने सिचुएशन के अकॉर्डिंग यूज किया। पॉइंट्स क्या होता है? पॉइंट्स इज अ फिगर दैट कैन नॉट बी डिवाइड। एक पॉइंट्स क्या होता है? इट इज अ टिप ऑफ पेन। इसको हम डिवाइड नहीं कर सकते, इसको या दो पार्ट में हम सेपरेट नहीं कर सकते। मीन्स इट हैज़ नो डायमेंशन, इसका कोई डायमेंशन नहीं होता, इसमें कोई भी डायमेंशन नहीं होते, नहीं इसका लेंथ होता है, नहीं इसका ब्रेड्थ होता है, नहीं इसकी विड्थ होती है। ठीक है? ओके, सो वी कैन नॉट डिवाइड इट into 3 or 4 parts, right? So the words point, line, plane, they all are derived according to the situation of the world. Okay, afterwards given from studies of space and solids in the space around them, an abstract geometrical notion of solid object were developed. A solid, now from here is very important, you just highlight it. कहाँ से? A solid has shape, size, position and can be moved from one place to another. Its boundaries are called surface. Solid की boundaries क्या होती है? Surfaces होती है. They separate one part of the space from another and are said have no thickness. The boundaries of the surface are curves or a straight line. These lines ends with the points. Okay, now consider the 3 steps from solids to points: solid, surface, line and points. Solid, surface, line and points. In each step we lose one extensive is called the dimension. A solid has 3 dimension, a surface has 2 dimension, a line has 1 dimension and a point has no dimension. So this word is very important: solid, surface, line and points. Solid, then surface, afterwards line, and then points are given. Okay, a solid has 3 dimension because it is 3D figure. It has 3 dimension. In this, why it is 3 dimensional? Because इसमें length, breadth और height होती है. Length, breadth and height are there. Length, breadth and height are there. A surface has 2 dimension. It is 2D figure. Why? Because it has only length and breadth. That's why surface is called 2-dimensional figure. Okay, a line has only 1 dimension. It is 1D figure. Why? Because it has only length, not breadth. इसमें breadth नहीं होता, length होता है. आप अपने प्रीवियस क्लासेस में इसकी डेफिनेशंस पढ़े होंगे. ओके, सेम एज अ पॉइंट हैज़ नो डायमेंशन, इट हैज़ 0 डायमेंशन और यू कैन से नो डायमेंशन. वाई? बिकॉज इसमें न लेंथ होता है और न ही ब्रेड्थ होता है. सो क्लियर हुआ? दिस सॉलिड, सरफेस, लाइन एंड पॉइंट्स. Solid is having 3 dimension length, breadth and height. Surface is having 2 dimension length and breadth. Line is having only 1 dimension length and point has no dimension. So these things you just highlight there in your textbook so you can read it properly. Okay, now after that, so a solid has 3 dimension etc. He began his exposition by listing 23 definitions in a book of one of the elements. A few of them are given. Now it is given that the important definitions of Euclid's which we are going to discuss. इस definitions को आपको लर्न रखने हैं which you have read in your earlier classes. Okay friends, so these things you have highlighted it or not? Okay. Okay, dear friends, so let us see few definitions of Euclid's. First definition is given: a point is that which has no part. He has given a point is that which has no part. अभी हमने इसको डिस्कस भी किया कि एक पॉइंट के कोई भी पार्ट नहीं किए जा सकते. सो ही हैज़ डिफाइन, इट इज़ अ डेफिनेशन ऑफ अ पॉइंट. स्पेशली देखा जाए तो ये किसका डेफिनेशन है? पॉइंट का डेफिनेशन. ही हैज़ गिवन द फर्स्ट डेफिनेशन, अ पॉइंट इज दैट विच हैज़ नो पार्ट. क्लियर हुआ ये स्टेटमेंट? सेकेंड डेफिनेशन यू जस्ट सी, अ लाइन इज ब्रेथलेस लेंथ. Second definition is a line is breadthless length. A line is breadthless length. एक लाइन में ब्रेड्थ नहीं होता, सिर्फ और सिर्फ क्या होती है? लेंथ होती है. सो हिज सेकेंड डेफिनेशन ऑफ लाइन, इन्होंने ये जो सेकेंड स्टेटमेंट दिया ये किसकी डेफिनेशन है? लाइन की डेफिनेशन है. क्लियर हुआ कॉन्सेप्ट? एनी प्रॉब्लम? ओके, नाउ सी द थर्ड डेफिनेशन ऑफ हिज. इन थर्ड इट इज गिवन द एंड ऑफ अ लाइन आर points. The ends of a line are points. The ends of a line are points. So what does it means? Means if a line is drawn तो इसके ends क्या represent करेंगे? ये पॉइंट्स को रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं. सो ही हैज़ गिवन द थर्ड डेफिनेशन, द एंड्स ऑफ अ लाइन आर पॉइंट्स. लाइन के दोनों एंड्स क्या होते हैं? ये पॉइंट्स कहे जाते हैं. ओके, सो वंस अगेन इट इज़ द इंफॉर्मेशन अबाउट द पॉइंट्स. पॉइंट्स, लाइन और पॉइंट्स का को रिलेशन व्हाट इज? द एंड्स ऑफ अ लाइन्स आर पॉइंट्स. ओके, नेक्स्ट डेफिनेशन, अ स्ट्रेट लाइन इज अ लाइन. Next definition he has given, a straight line is a line is a line a straight line is a line which lies evenly is a line which lies evenly with the points on itself. With the points on itself. Right? What is given in this statement? You just see a straight line is a line. Line straight line ही होती है. Which lies evenly with the points, जो कि इतने पॉइंट से लाइज करती है. That is उस लाइन पे लाई करती है. It means suppose this is a straight line. अब इस स्ट्रेट लाइन पे देर आर इन्फाइनाइट नंबर ऑफ पॉइंट्स ऑन दिस. सभी तो क्या हैं? देर आर, it is made up of infinite number of points, right? So this is given as straight line is a line which lies evenly with the points on itself. Means ये straight line किससे मिलकर बना है? Points से मिलकर बना है, or you can say infinite number of points made this straight line. Okay, let's move on the next. A surface is that which has length and breadth only. Fifth statement he has given, a surface is that which has a surface is that which has length and breadth only, which has length and breadth only. It means it is definition of surface. ये किसका definition दिया गया है? Surface का definition दिया गया है और it was the definition of a straight line. Okay, a surface is that. Surface में क्या होते हैं? अभी हमने बताया था आपको, surface is a 2D figure which has length and breadth only. So here it is the definition given. A surface is that which has length and breadth only. That's why it is called, it is a 2D figure. It is two-dimensional figure. Okay. The next statement is, next sentence, next definition is, the edge of a surface are lines. The edge of surface, the edges of a surface are lines. The edges of a surface are lines. It means a surface has edges. A surface has edges. Like this board is a surface. It is a 2D figure. Why? Because it has length and breadth only. So given that edge of this surface means this edge. If you are taking this edge and this edge represents line, the edges of a surface are called lines. So surface के edge जो होते हैं they are called line. This is included in the definition. Okay. Now the last definition of Euclid's, a plane surface is a surface. A plane surface is a surface. A plane surface is a surface which lies with the straight lines his last definition is, a surface is a surface which lies evenly with the straight lines on itself, with the evenly with straight lines on itself. Right? So these are few definitions given in your textbook, given by Euclid's. Right friends? So these definitions you have to keep learn. इसको learn रखो. You have to keep revise, and from tomorrow we will start your from not that tomorrow is Sunday. So next day is Monday. Is going to take the class Prakash sir. Afterwards, from Tuesday, we will start. We will carry forward your syllabus, right?